Hi everyone, welcome to another video on the channel, my friends. Today we're going to have a very different video, and today I'm going to tell the story of the Ariaú Hotel, which was once the largest jungle hotel in the world. And today we're going to talk about its entire journey, from its peak to the ruins that are here now, right? So I'm going to take you with me to learn about this story. And this is going to be today's video. I hope you enjoy it. Go ahead and leave a like at the beginning of the video to help me out. And now, let's get started with the video. In the heart of the Amazon, hidden among the dark waters of the Rio Negro, there is an abandoned giant. A place that was once synonymous with luxury, wealth, and worldwide fame, and that today is slowly being swallowed by the forest. This is Ariaú. It all started in the 1980s when the Brazilian businessman Rita Bernardino, inspired by the ideas of the explorer Jacques Cousteau, decided to create something that had never been seen in the world, a hotel suspended in the middle of the jungle. Opened in 1986, Ariaú was not just a hotel, it was a wooden empire built in the treetops. And that's how it became the largest jungle hotel in the world. It had more than 200 suites, towers up to 7 stories high, restaurants, helipad, auditoriums, bank branches, and even a mini shopping mall. And all of this was connected by suspended walkways, linking everything in the middle of the forest. Guys, you have no idea how big this place was. Ariaú wasn't just a hotel, it was practically a suspended city inside the forest. Over 8 kilometers of elevated walkways connected everything above the trees. And all of this had minimal impact on nature. It was as if for a moment, humans had learned how to live inside the Amazon without destroying it. It was luxury in the middle of nowhere. And there's nothing better than having someone who worked, lived, and saw the Ariaú Hotel at its peak to help me tell this story. I'm here with Mr. Baruka. You worked at Ariaú, right, Mr. Baruka?
We worked. Not just me, but...
Several people.
Several people, right?
Your wife, too?
My wife, yes, Maria. They call her Nazare, right? And also a neighbor from nearby who came because the hotel here, provided a lot of jobs for us from the region, right? They mostly hired people from here, from the Ubim area, Ariaú and Cajatuba, right? Limão, everything around here, right?
They used to hire.
They used to hire.
And how did the job opportunity come up here at the Ariaú Hotel?
It came up like this, When they arrived, there were no jobs, right? It was just agriculture, right? We mostly worked in the fields,
Yes.
Then when the Ariaú Hotel arrived, it started right there in front. That was the first tower there, right? That's when they started bringing in people from there and from here, They kept bringing more people, kept building, then they expanded the platforms, everything. That's when the walkways appeared here. Look, this one goes all the way to Rio Grande, right? On the Rio Negro.
Yes. And what was your role here?
My job was as a boatman, right? Taking tourists around all day, and sometimes at night too. We also did caiman spotting here.
Ariaú became a destination for millionaires, politicians, and international celebrities. People like Bill Gates, Jimmy Carter, Jennifer Lopez, and Prince Charles came through here. The daily rate could be as high as $3,000, with about 300 hotel staff employed. The hotel also became the setting for international movies and TV shows. Productions like Anaconda and the reality show, The Amazon turned Ariaú into a global icon of adventure in the Amazon. And, Mr. Baruka, we're here behind a really big structure.
Yes.
What was here? Was this part of the hotel?
Yeah, this used to be the bakery, right? This is where the bread and breakfast for all the restaurants came from.
Yeah, just so you know how big it was, there was even a bakery inside.
And 3 banks, right?
3 banks?
3.
To withdraw money.
Yeah. Yes, they had about 12, maybe 8 hotels, something like that.
Everything was connected by walkways. Okay.
All by walkways.
And here in Amazonas, guys, we depend a lot on the river, right? During the flood and the dry season. So how did it work during the dry season here? Because I'm sure the beach in front would get really big, right?
It did.
Did they come through there? Or did they go around and come in here through the Ariaú?
Yeah, they would dock over there at the tip, right? And they would already come along the elevated walkway, right?
Yes, because there was a cart for... Yeah.
There was a cart there, yeah.
So, he was very smart, right? He built walkways for the people who came from outside who weren't used to the weather, to the heat. So, we didn't have to suffer with that, right? Because there was a car that ran along the walkways to take the tourists to their rooms. And here, yes, at Hotel Ariaú, the movie Anaconda was also filmed. The first Anaconda movie, right?
Yes, the first Anaconda movie.
And did you get to see the film production? Yeah,
I don't remember very well, but I only took part for one day here. It was during their filming.
The filming was on the Ariaú River, correct?
The filming was at Ariaú, and the other part was in Anavilhanas, right?
Anavilhanas, right?
Yeah, on the island over there on the other side.
Which is also close to here.
Yeah.
And were you able to see the actors?
I was able to see almost all of them, but I don't remember their names, right? Yeah.
I'll put it on the screen because I don't remember either. I don't remember the actors' names. They filmed a reality show here too, right?
They filmed a reality show. It was really beautiful. They did.
Yeah, right? Uh-huh. Do you remember the name of the reality show?
Survivor, the Amazon.
The Amazon. I'm writing the name so you can look it up online. This reality show was filmed here.
How many restaurants were there here?
There were quite a few. Each tower had a restaurant. Yeah, 12 towers, 12 restaurants.
Everything they needed was here, guys. There was a bank, as Mr. Baruca mentioned, right?
There was Banco do Brasil and Banco do Amazonas, right? All here.
Yeah.
You could exchange dollars here, everything. Nobody needed to leave here to go anywhere else, that's it. Yeah.
They worked more with foreigners, right?
A lot of foreigners. Every day, 10, 12 canoes would leave here, packed with foreigners.
How many people could this hold?
30, 40 people. Tourists, yes. It was big. Canoes of 12 meters, 15 meters. The canoes 40 HP engines, about 300 tourists every day, right? It was very good, very big.
I heard that the idea for the hotel came from a friend of Rita Bernardino, right?
It was from a friend, and his friend lived there.
Really?
I mean, he came and became friends with him, then he gave it to him, right?
Uh-huh.
The inner area. It seems that later he made it up to him and bought his land.
Cool. See, guys? Stories not found online. Only those who lived here know. And look where I am, in the middle of the river. This structure was built here to make a walkway, to connect one tower to another. So you can see how massive this hotel's construction is, right? Look where the water reaches, and the water still rises and gets to about here. Almost my height. And I'm here in the middle. Just a little while ago, we were here and there were 2 river dolphins. Look, there's another one over there. 2 river dolphins. Jumping here, right? They were surrounded by nature, which attracted the foreigners. People from other countries. Because the richness of our Amazon isn't found just anywhere. We only have it here. But behind the luxury, problems started to arise. The hotel relied heavily on foreign tourists, mainly Americans. And everything changed after the September 11th attacks. International tourism plummeted, and along with it, Ariaú's revenue. The debts started to grow. $1-million debts, labor lawsuits, more than 200 million accumulated. And there was still a debt with Petrobras, which helped put the hotel up for auction. Without money, without management, and without tourists, the empire began to crumble. Mr. Baruca says the indigenous person used to stay there.
Yeah.
And the little indigenous girls used to dance there, right, Mr. Baruca?
They did, yes. With the flag welcoming the tourists who came up, right?
Uh-huh.
From here, the hotel was very beautiful here. Can you imagine? Only those who lived here remember, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you remember a lot of good things that happened here at the hotel, right?
It created jobs. It boosted production.
It created a lot of jobs all over the area, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, on the other side of Jaraki, Arara, Kajatuba, Terra Preta, all around there, there were people who worked here, the guys. There were even people from Manakapuru who came to work here. People from Iranduba all worked here too.
Do you recall the hotel's peak employee count?
Man, a colleague of mine who used to work here told me there were up to 300 employees. That's how it was. Because it was non-stop, right? Day and night here, yeah. There were a lot of employees. There were a lot of jobs here for them, for us, right? For us.
So, Jose, as an employee, when did you realize that something was going to go wrong here?
I knew something would go wrong when...
It was starting to go bankrupt?
Yeah. That's when, the doctor got sick, right?
Uh-huh.
Then everything just stopped. Yeah.
I heard the children tried to take over, but failed.
They couldn't, that's true.
But...
And right, that when the main support kind of breaks,
yeah.
It's tough, right? Yeah. Just stay standing.
That's true. Then the started being delays with the staff, right?
Then the payments were late, yeah.
And speaking of that, what were you? Were you a service provider or?
Just a boatman.
Were you formally employed?
No, I worked, they used to call me to come, to do, what do you call it, day labor, right?
Day labor, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Then I used to come here. By late afternoon, they would pay me, right? They paid me.
Yeah. In the countryside, that's how we work. We go and offer to do weeding.
That's it, exactly. Yeah. But there were a lot of employees here who were formally employed, right?
Was there anyone else besides him in charge of this hotel?
Yeah, as far as I know, no, right? I don't know who, because if he had, this wouldn't have closed.
Yeah, this wouldn't have happened, right? Someone he trusted, or they trusted, like, no, I'm sick and someone will take my place. Wasn't there anyone like that?
There wasn't. There really wasn't.
He thought of everything except that.
Yeah. And the hotel went bankrupt, right? So, it was abandoned, simply put. It went bankrupt with everything inside, right? With the TV, with everything in the room. Then people started stealing things, right?
Because people started taking things, right?
Taking things.
Yeah. When it went bankrupt, I wasn't even there anymore. I had already left. I was already working at another company in Manaus. That's when I went up there, right? But we just regret what happened, right? It generated a lot of income and jobs for the people here.
The animals here, was there a zoo here?
Yeah, they had their own zoo, right? They also released everything, right?
What animals were at that zoo?
Only the monkeys stayed here. Yeah, there were pacas, there were agutis, there were tapirs, right? Pigs. They all stayed in the woods, right?
They had everything here. Was this where the helicopters landed?
Yes, it was.
Just so you know how big it was, there were even helicopters. I recall they gave rides and charged thousands of dollars to go up, to view the Amazon from above, then descend.
Yeah. Very safe, right?
Uh-huh.
People tried to knock it down, but they couldn't.
Wow. To remove the iron, right? The arch?
Remove the iron, yeah.
So, today we walk by here and we hardly see anything anymore, right? Just the structures that have stood the test of time. Yeah. I saw the hotel went up for auction, right? But it didn't get any bids.
It didn't, yeah. It's really, really big and it's super expensive there, right? Look, the walkway came from over there and passed through here, right?
Uh-huh.
Then by the Cerrado Lake there, which is the Cerrado Lake, and up ahead there's the Tambaqui Lake, as they call it, which is over there. There were always tambaqui, pirarucu, all kinds of fish there, right?
But is there still some left, huh? There's still some left, right?
Some fish.
But did you get a chance to explore the hotel? To go up there and all that? No.
I didn't go up there, no.
No, it's...
I would only go as far as the port and take the boat.
You never actually got to see inside?
No, not inside.
Only from the outside.
Only from the outside, yeah. Yeah, but I knew a lot of friends, who worked in there on the grounds. Yeah.
Last time I was here, I made a video, then went with that guy who has a green hotel right there.
Oh, down there, right?
Yeah. He has a little booklet there and a small sign with photos of the hotel. He said he worked here too. Then he opened his own little hotel, right?
Yeah, he got inspired, right?
Yes. There's something else over there, Barura. What's that? It's really tall.
That platform goes over there, right? Yeah.
Where does it go?
It goes up to the Barbie Tower, right? As they call it. It used to be a big, beautiful doll.
Really?
They broke the Barbie. It fell, right? With this strong wind, it tipped over.
With the founder's death and no agreement among the heirs, Ariaú lost its last chance for salvation. In 2015, the hotel closed its doors, and in 2022, the court officially declared the hotel bankrupt. And I keep thinking, my people, what would this hotel be like nowadays, right? Keep in mind, this hotel dates back to 1980. It was considered very luxurious at the time. Things like that were surreal. Building walkways over the treetops leading to the rooms. Like that, it was out of this world. If he was already like that back then, imagine how he would be nowadays, with so much technology, with all the development that's happened from that time until now. For sure, if it still wasn't the biggest jungle hotel in the world at that time, it would be among the biggest. We're showing you here the aerial images of the towers that we can capture from above. But there are many towers that are completely covered by the trees. So it's really hard to take the drone there. When we do, we can't see anything. And I also want to take this opportunity to apologize for the quality of some of the photos that appeared here. But I needed to show them so you could see how it was back then, compared to what it is today, right? And back then, the photos weren't as good quality. The videos weren't as good quality as they are today. But I'm sure you were able to understand it well. And without maintenance, all that was once luxury turned into ruin. Towers rotting, collapsed walkways, looted structures. The forest began to take back everything that was once built. During flood season, Rio Negro water merges with the lake water. And there's only this strip of sand between the water of the Rio Negro and the water of the lake. So, when it's full, this all becomes just one river. But when the water recedes, this part gets isolated from the river. And then it's good for fishing, right? All these lakes, as Mr. Baruka mentioned, were visited by tourists. They would go piranha fishing, they would go caiman spotting, and now imagine a foreigner who's never been to the Amazon, who doesn't even know what it's like to really experience the Amazon, right? Arrive here, just look. Enter your room, which was here in this tower, and look out here at nature. Imagine how excited, happy, and joyful he must have been. Certainly, when they wanted to go for a swim, right?
They would come down here to the beach.
Then they would remain here, facing the vast Rio Negro, the largest blackwater river in the world. Oh, how beautiful, man. How beautiful. Very beautiful. And here is another platform. It's also already falling apart, right? Like everything that's here. I imagine this here, look, was the platform, right? It was the bridge. Here was an entrance to this tower, look. Then it led to the other towers. Mr. Baruka said there were 9 more towers, right? 10 towers with guest rooms. And it's far. From the first tower to this one, it's far. That's why they had golf carts. Carts, right? To transport people. From one room to another, to the restaurant and everything. I camped here with Tiffany, but a bit further ahead. That was already the end of the hotel, right? Very beautiful. This structure here, I think it's from the bridge that collapsed. Very airy. I'll try moving this microphone here. You're probably hearing wind noise. Today, Ariaú is known as the Amazon's Ghost Hotel, a place that still draws curious visitors, adventurers, and people interested in its history. But it also leaves a powerful message. In the Amazon, nature always wins. And I crossed the Rio Negro to come and show you up close what's left of these giants. If you like this kind of content, full of adventure and history, make sure to like and subscribe. Kisses and see you in the next video. I love you all.
Come on, my son. You're just like Agatha. You don't want to be held anymore, do you? Oh my God.
Look, more are coming from up there, Gabriel.
Look at this really tiny one.
A big one is coming.
He's really tiny.
Come here, baby.
Not that the others aren't, right?
Come here. You haven't eaten yet. Oh, he must still be a baby, Gabriel.
He probably is. He's so tiny.
And he's already like that. Take some more for yourself here. Look, here. You barely ate anything.
He's very young. See the other one back there?
Look, see? Wait, let the little one go first. Look, he's holding my finger with his tiny hand like this. See? Ah, it's over. Who's going to be the lucky one? To get the last banana? Everyone's fine for now. Let's see who will be the lucky one to get the last banana. He's fast, that little monkey that's coming. This one is the greedy one. He ate more than everyone else. Look over there. Another one is coming.
Look, it's over.
That's it. The good part's over.
Look at the little one.
Ah, come on. He just wanted to eat one, right? Tomorrow we'll meet here at the same time.